What's up, old school homies? Let's talk about the adventure motorcycle. If you've never heard of this, it's kind of a newer segment of the motorcycle market, and I think it's pretty cool. Honestly, I'm gonna bring up a whole bunch of points why it's not cool, but let's be honest, the adventure bike is super cool. It's finally like something different, you know? Alright, let's go into what this is really. Is this just a joke? Are motorcycles in general just a joke? Is there really any purpose for you to buy an adventure bike? Um, okay, we did outbuild ourselves here with this adventure bike. We took it to the limit and we put as large of an engine into the adventure bike as any other bike. That being said, going with like 160 horsepower to to a dirt bike, it's it's a little bit funny, you know. Like if you never ridden a dirt bike, uh, like a 40 horsepower dirt bike will scare the shit out of you. A 60 horsepower dirt bike is almost like unnecessary, and nobody has an 80 horsepower dirt bike. 160 horsepower is double that, so you're really just like, why? Like a 1200 cc adventure bike is pretty common, and then it kind of steps down to about 700 cc's. So I think there's two segments of the market. There's people that are like using it, and then people that are flexing with it, you know what I mean? And there are people that could flex with it and use it, but it's probably not like the common person. And I'll point out the reasons why. We're looking at this thing like we're going to ride it across the world or really long distances, because if you really try to follow any footage of people riding an adventure bike professionally, it'll be like at the Dakar Rally or the Baja 500, something where they're just going way too far, and they're looking at this thing like a tank. You know, it's just gonna make it through anything, and they do. They have more power, but it's not always necessary. Like there are people that do the Baja 500 on a dirt bike too. So what's the difference? Mainly, I look at it like an old man kind of motorcycle, okay? First off, it's way too expensive. Second off, it's way too heavy to be ridden off road. Like, seriously? Because you can't have off road tires on it all the time. Now, if you had knobby ass tires on it, it would handle a lot better, and that's what they do when they race it in the Dakar Rally. They put knobbies on it. Trying to kind of have like street tires and ride it off road and have the thing be super heavy, you're just asking to crash. You're gonna try to ride it too hard and then go like woo 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 because you got too much power back there and then not enough grip because the wheels are like street wheels, like street tires, but like semi ridged. I don't buy into that. Like, are you riding on road or are you riding off road? You know what I mean? Seriously, you can take stuff on road and off road it a little bit more conservatively. Like if you wanted to ride it around on a dirt road, fine. But it's not going to be like jumping and climbing and doing all of the other great stuff that other dirt bikes could safely be doing. You know what I mean? And safely meaning on your wallet too. You don't want to be dropping something that expensive. And their solution is to put bars kind of like all over the thing. Your legs are going to crash into those bars. I mean, your bike, you might not crack the oil pan and spill oil all over the dirt, but you're going to hit your leg into those bars that protected the engine. Don't be barring up your bike. You just, I don't know. We put these big old skid plates on the front. it's not a car, okay? Like, there is advantages to having a more lightweight dirt bike if you're really going to be serious in the dirt. I think it's kind of a tourist thing. I hate to say it, but like once it gets bigger and bigger, it's going to be for guys to like show off that it has a lot of electronics. Like we're putting all kinds of active suspension electronics and stuff that people that ride dirt bikes don't have.